You've seen them everywhere. Beauty advent calendars promising great value for hundreds of dollars. But are they really worth it? Today I'm diving into why they're more likely to be a box of disappointment than a fun holiday experience. Firstly, what actually are beauty advent calendars? They're the beauty world's answer to the classic chocolate advent calendars. Except instead of chocolate, you're getting makeup, skincare, and other beauty treats behind each little door. Some brands go all out with the 25-day experience, while others opt for 12-day versions, claiming it means better value products for the price. And prices can vary wildly. You'll find some starting for $100, but you'll also find some luxury brands will push well over $1,000 for their limited edition calendars. And every year, the same names dominate the conversation. P.Louise, Makeup Revolution, Sephora, Charlotte Tilbury, and the high-end heavy hitters like Lancome and YSL. These calendars promise a mix of makeup, skincare, fragrance, and accessories, all wrapped up in stunning packaging that screams holiday must-have. But once you start looking beyond the pretty boxes, things start to get a little less magical. Here's where the advent calendars become a scam. Essentially, you're paying hundreds for a glorified box of samples and single-use minis. Behind the luxe packaging and fancy marketing, most of the products are travel-sized filler items or random accessories that don't justify the price tag. You might get one or two full-size products that make the value look higher on paper, but the rest are often things you could pick up as free gifts of purchase or loyalty perks. A lot of these calendars aren't even thoughtfully curated. Multiple mascaras, several near-identical nude lipsticks, perfume samples you'll never use, or body creams that all smell the same. Some brands even split a single item across multiple doors, like giving you a lipstick lid one day and a bullet the next, taking away an entire product slot. It's smoke and mirrors designed to make the calendar look like you're getting more than you actually are. A perfect example of this was Sephora's advent calendar, which went viral for all the wrong reasons last year. It cost 2,500 Sephora points, equivalent to $2,500, and hyped itself up as a calendar packed with makeup, skincare, and bath goodies. But when customers opened it, they found mostly cheap filler items like stickers, sponges, and hair ties with no sign of that luxury value. It left buyers feeling tricked and out of pocket, becoming one of the most complained about launches of the year. Then there's P.Louise, another brand that stirred up massive controversy with its oversized, ultra-hyped advent calendar. They were selling for around £250, marketed as the biggest advent calendar ever. Buyers unboxed enormous pink boxes with dramatic packaging, but inside, half of the drawers were empty, repeated filler products, or items customers had already received in other launches. Even worse, some buyers claimed that they never even received their advent calendar at all, or that delivery delays stretched well past Christmas, which completely defeats the entire purpose. These calendars often rely on aesthetic hype and fear of missing out as opposed to real value. They're designed to make you feel like you're part of an exclusive club or trend, when in reality you could spend a fraction of that price on full-size items you'd actually use with change left over. There's also a hidden cost that many beauty lovers don't think about when they hit checkout, and unless you're picking them up in store, you're probably going to get hit with a hefty customs fee due to the size and weight. Not to mention the extra weight of disappointment after spending a month of unboxing sample-sized products. Then there's the storage situation. These calendars take up so much space, especially the massive over-the-top ones that come shaped like trains, castles, or dollhouses. They look cute for about 5 minutes, and then you're stuck wondering where you're going to put 4 giant boxes you're never going to use again. And by the time you've opened your 3rd duplicate mascara or 5th mini lip gloss, that excitement starts to fade fast. The surprise factor turns into buyer's remorse, and suddenly you're halfway through December wondering how you can return the damn thing, or at least get your money's worth back somehow. I know even after hearing all of this, some of you are still going to want to buy some beauty advent calendars, so are there actually any beauty advent calendars that are worth it? From what I've seen unboxed from this year's Christmas calendars, here's some brands that I do actually think are worth it if you really do enjoy buying advent calendars. Firstly, let's talk about the Look Fantastic Beauty Advent Calendar 2025. At just £105, this calendar really punches above its weight, with contents valued over £655. It includes 28 items across 25 doors and impressively 17 of those are full-size products, with the rest being deluxe sizes. That's a much stronger ratio of full size to samples than you usually get in a calendar of this price point. And inside you'll find premium brands that you actually want, some being Sol de Janeiro, Medicaid, and MAC. Because you're getting so many full-size products, you'll end up getting so many things you'll actually use instead of samples that get lost in a drawer. The calendar is nicely balanced too, covering skincare, makeup, hair care, and fragrance/body care, so it's not just focused on one category. And the price is pretty reasonable, especially when you compare it to luxury brands that give you fewer full-size products. You're getting way better value for money and have a lower chance of developing buyer's remorse. Next up in the middle range, we've got the Space NK Beauty Advent Calendar 2025. At £260, it is not cheap, but it promises a product value of over £1,150, which is seriously impressive. Behind its 25 doors, you will find 35 products, and of those, a whopping 26 are full-sized. With 26 full-size products, you're not just getting minis or samples. Most of these are things you'll actually want to use and enjoy. The brand mix is ultra premium, with skincare heavyweights, covered in makeup brands, and luxe hair and beauty treatments, so it's got something for everyone, not just makeup or body products. The claimed value at over £1,150 really speaks for itself, making it a solid choice for anyone who loves luxury beauty and wants to try a bunch of high-end brands without buying all of the products individually. Then at a luxury price point, we have the MAC Cosmetics 24 Mystery Must-Haves Advent Calendar. This one sits firmly in the premium category, coming in around £195 with a claimed value of over £420. The calendar covers a decent number of full-size products, including some of their best-selling lipsticks, mascaras, and skin prep products. If you're a makeup lover rather than skincare obsessed, this one's a dream because it's entirely makeup based. No random bath bombs, cotton pads, or sachets of moisturizer that will never get used. You're also getting a mix of iconic staples and newer limited edition items, so it feels more curated and intentional rather than a warehouse clear out of leftover stock. But if you're already a MAC fan or someone who buys a few of their lipsticks a year, this calendar makes sense. You're paying for products that you're actually going to use rather than products that will end up in your drawer of regrets. Now, of course, you do have your luxury brands like Lancome, but I do find that these luxury brands do tend to put more sample and minis in their beauty advent calendars. So these are probably only going to appeal to you if you are a diehard fan of the brands and want travel sizes of these products, or if you do want to try a selection of products from the brand. If you are looking for that luxury once-a-year treat and want to feel spoiled, the higher-end advent calendars like Lancome might be for you. But if you're calculating price per milliliter, I would definitely avoid beauty advent calendars from the higher-end brands. Beauty advent calendars can offer value, but more often they're overpriced because you're paying for packaging, novelty, and a bundle of items rather than a few truly high-impact products. If you're still planning to buy an advent calendar this year, here's how you actually make sure you get your money's worth. It's so easy to get swept up in the festive packaging and the influencer hype, but knowing your limit truly helps you narrow down what's worth it. Then ask yourself, how many of these products will I actually use? Because if you're only excited about 3 out of the 25 items, it's probably not the best buy. Stick with brands and product types that you already know and use. That way, even if the surprise factor isn't massive, you're not left with a drawer full of things you're never going to use. Next, compare the cost of the calendar to the cost of the full-priced items inside. Sometimes the math just doesn't add up and you're actually better off buying the few items you want individually. And finally, don't overlook post-holiday sales. Once December ends, brands often slash the price of these calendars and you can pick them up for a fraction of the price, without the disappointment of 25 days of mini moisturizers. So whether you decide to wait for those post-holiday bargains or dive in during the festive season, I'd love to hear your thoughts on beauty advent calendars. Have you ever bought a beauty advent calendar that felt like a great deal? Or on the flip side, one that left you disappointed? Let me know in the comments down below. Well, I'm going to finish the video off here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you never miss a video from me. And if you want to see any other content I don't create here, check out my social media at Makeup with Alex. All of my links are down below. Once again, thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!